Hi, if your goal is to rise from 500 to over 600 on SAT Math, you're in the right place. You don't need to ace the hardest questions. You need to stop leaving easy points on the table. Today, we're covering a concept that bridges that exact gap. Now, here's Mazen Haidar.
Hi. In the previous video in the playlist Roadmap to 500 Plus, I solved 6 easy questions regarding linear expressions topic. In this video, I'm going just to solve 2 problems, okay? Those 2 problems a little bit harder of what I did in the Roadmap to 500 Plus, okay? And if you are more interested in the topic, you can go to the playlist Roadmap from 600 to 700, where I solve a little bit more hard question. All right, so let's go ahead and start. So this problem is similar to a problem that I did solve in the Roadmap to 500 Plus, but now I have fraction here and I want you just to learn how to deal with fractions here. So in our solution, that's what we have, and we need to use these rules for multiplying or dividing side numbers, taking care of this negative times 2 over 3x, and then the negative times minus 5. So what we are going to end up this, as is, I write it here. I take away this parenthesis. And now negative times positive is negative, and negative times negative is positive. I end up with this format, okay? I simplify it a little bit. 3 plus 5 is 8. And now I end up with this. And actually, this problem is about how to deal with a situation like this, which is very easy. You just apply this. I multiply 1 over 2 with 3, 3 and 3. Multiply 2 over 3 with 2 and 2. In this case, we'll have common denominator. So that's what I'm going to do. If I do this multiplication, I'm going to have common denominator. Afterward, I can just simply subtract. 3 minus 4 is negative 1. So I'm going to end up with negative 1 over 6x plus 8, and this is the answer. All right, let's go to the next one. This next one, which expression is equivalent to this? This is also easy, but I didn't cover such a question in the playlist Roadmap to 500 Plus. This is what we have, and we know that we need to combine like terms. And like terms, by definition, are those terms that they have the same variable raised to the same power. I remember, guys, you are still talking about linear expressions, so I'm not going to use x power 2 or y power 3 or whatever. So here, guys, 9x and 6x, these two are like terms, so I can combine them. And 2y and 3y, I can combine them. It's very easy. I know most of you think to yourself, this is very easy. So 15x plus 5y. This is the result of combining this together and this together, and the answer will be this. So actually, only 2 questions. They are easy, I understand this, but we are in the first video of like 30 plus videos, and it's very normal that the first video is going to attack relatively easy questions. All right, if you have any question about this couple problems that I solved, just go ahead and write it in the comments below. And if you are interested in having a little bit more advanced problem, you can go to Roadmap from 600 to 700 plus playlist and go to the first video where we are going to talk about linear expressions, but with a little bit more harder question. All right, guys, take care, and I'll see you soon.
And that's it for today's topic. One more piece of the SAT Math Roadmap locked in. Every question you just saw comes straight from the College Board's own question bank. So what you just practiced is exactly what the real test looks like. But here's the thing. This video is the roadmap. Our full system is where you actually learn to navigate it. The link in the description has you covered, with comprehensive resources built for your target score and beyond. With that, let's look ahead. Our next lecture. Subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss it. And remember, we're just a message away on WhatsApp if you have any questions. See you in the next one.